I've got 3 classic 80s solos for you. Let's just jump right in. The Scorpions. Their lead guitar player, the one that kind of ended up in the most classic lineup, I guess, the ones that had the most hits of the Scorpions, is mathiasjabs, right? He replaced, was the successor to Michael Schenker and Uli John Roth. So he's got just a really cool mix of 80s fireworks and blues. Just real soulful, rock you like a hurricane. And then the end solo, he kind of mimics the first solo for like this big calamitous finale. Oh, I'm tearing up. Only just realizing now how much that kind of sounds like Michael Schenker, like the real super high melodic phrasing melody. He's got kind of like a, you know, a little mix of Schenker in there that he's kind of hearkening back to. Don't forget, you know, I know where I came from. Let's talk about Dokken and George Lynch, one of the all-time greats. The song In My Dreams. Dokken didn't really have big super hits. They have like a few minor hits. That doesn't change the way that I feel about them. They're all super hits to me, but I'm specifically picking this song because it's my favorite one, especially with the solo. It's the song In My Dreams, which follows along pretty good with the Dokken story, since they did Dream Warriors for the Nightmare on Elm Street dealio. Makes me wonder, I could have looked this up. Was this supposed to be the song for Nightmare on Elm Street? And somebody passed on it along the way? It's got one of the all-time great George Lynch guitar solos. And that's a pretty bold statement, because all of his guitar solos are just like these perfectly crafted and then perfected little compositions within the song. Neoclassical, is that what it's called? And it has some of the George Lynch signature moves. And one of his moves is doing that vibrato. Instead of doing vibrato like the rest of us, we do this super wide sliding back and forth vibrato that you only saw that during that time. Warrendemartini did it. Those are like the 2 main guys. I think probably Jakey Lee did it too. This is the classic Dokken solo from the song In My Dreams. I never get tired of listening. That always gives me the same feeling. I don't ever get like calloused to it. We got to look at that one. We got to watch him play it, because he does the solo every time. He never like not does the solo. So we're winding it up here. We could do this all day, but Ratt, Round and Round. Oh my God, were you there that summer? When that song just like took over. I remember the first time I heard that song was like on a Sunday night in Los Angeles. I was 14 or something. And it came on KLOS. We're playing this new band, Ratt. And the song is Round and Round. It was like a kind of like, I think it was, I remember it being like a local artists or breaking bands kind of show. And it was in 1984. So the fact that the song sounds a lot like a Van Halen song is the perfect way for Ratt to kind of come out. And then they show like, oh, we got all these other songs too that don't sound as much like Van Halen, but basically, you know, Round and Round. It's like Unchained. I just switched. See? I switched to Round and Round. Plus it's got the Panama. And it's got the Panama. Unchained. That always reminded me of Brown Sugar. You see what I'm saying? Round and round. The whole song of Round and Round is just really good. And at the end, they even go into like a part that's like the immigrant song. So they're kind of grabbing from a lot of stuff. But the solo, warrendemartini, it's just a classic from the album Out of the Cellar. We're missing the harmony. How do we do that? Close enough. I saw Ratt in '87, but it was in like this like airplane hangar, and they were still pretty big at the time. I mean, in '84 they were monstrously huge. By '87 it kind of had died down a little bit, and the '84 and '85 is when they really hit it. It looked exactly like one of the '80s videos I mean, it's the crowd and all. Like, some girl that was dressed to the nines asked to sit on my shoulders, and we were like all slammed up against the stage. I was like, how am I supposed to do that? And solo. It's just really sweet. You know what I'm saying? Shit just flows. It's just flowing out of him. I'm Francapitanelli. I hope you liked listening to these solos. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time around.